Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Possessors, where today I'm hoping we can wrap up Campus Hill, and then it looks like we have a lot of other directions to head in. This is a very different feeling than I was having like 2 episodes ago. So we want to head just kind of like right and down. Also, I guess up. Is there any way to get generally up from here? It really bothers me when a room has like darkened upper corners. It makes me feel like I'm missing something, but I guess we have no way of investigating. So there should be a way below, a way into the space below where we are now, it seems like. Yeah, I guess this would do it. Is this the edge of the wall? Yeah. It really is very cool to be able to hit the enemies into each other. Didn't actually mean to jump over it there. That was inconvenient to jump and then counter in the air. I didn't get hit there due basically to dumb luck. A little slow down, a little late on the counter that time. Whew. Boy, I sure could use healing. Or I sure could use an increase in my healing. Yep, we got fragments of suffering, and who knows how many of those we're gonna need. Is this really the whole reason for this entire area? Is that one fragment? Okay. Yeah, I guess it looks like. Alright. There's something about the area design in this game that I find really unintuitive. I don't know why like most Metroidvanias don't feel this way, but this one definitely feels weird. Okay, well, I mean, this looks kind of good, except for the one-way door. Okay, well, I guess that just kind of that kind of just loops around in a not very useful way. So there's got to be yet another way down up here. I see. So as far as I can tell, we're not harming them, right? When we do that, it doesn't seem like they are losing anything. So I just have to swim around real fast. It sure looks like a way somewhere. But I wonder if the idea is that I'm supposed to drain the water here, and maybe the way you get to whatever that is by sliding. It does not. Boy, I sure didn't die there. I guess that's probably what that probably represents, is where the the corpse object that you can interact with is. Because that's certainly not where we died. This is not. Okay. Okay, there we go. It was a little messy. So, if we can't actually get through down there, I guess the idea is to drop down over here. Before we do anything, let's go touch the checkpoint. And then... that feels like kind of dirty pool, but there's a way down right there that you can't see because they put a bunch of garbage in front of the screen. It's only because I looked at the map at that exact moment that I was sure there was anything to jump down to. Alright. Yeah, I'm really glad that I went back and started using the bat, because it is very satisfying, actually. Ow. Alright, I don't know that we're going to be able to get up that cleanly, but I guess I also kind of don't care. I did see it, in case you were wondering. I just, like, fully walked right into it. Okay, and here's our other microfilm. Semantic building blocks and genetic programming. And good. Foss stayed put. You sure about that? Look at the vent. Oh, man. We better go check on him. We don't have time for this. If he wants to die, let him die. That's as good as murder, dude. He's not capable of taking care of himself. If I don't help him, I'm responsible for whatever happens to him. I don't even see... What is it that I'm supposed to be seeing? Check the vent. I mean, it's like... Is this not what they're talking about when they say check the vent? It seems like I should check the vent, but... The hell? Why does Agrodine have a locked door in the basement of my school? We should ask your professor about that, I think. Campus Chem Labs key. So, I mean, the vent's open. Is it just supposed to be like the vent is open and so we deduce from that he has been here? It seems a little bit less, I guess, urgent than I thought they were. Whatever. We can certainly go back to the place where we know that he is, where we know that we have seen him repeatedly, but that does mean that this is maybe going to turn out to be something a little bit more concerning. Well, I can hit this from the swing, right? This is far enough forward. Yeah. Bank all this stuff. Get out of the thing. Okay. It does feel like I should, at the speed I move and with the head horns and everything, it does feel like I should have a good goat charge or a headbutt maneuver type thing at least, right? Hey there, Doc. How you doing? Professor, you're injured. I told you to stay put. Luca, there's something you must see. Take this key card. It opens the Agrodine lab in the basement. Okay, see, so like this is a thing where they could have just had him We could have had this interaction next to that door, or or there could have just not been a door. Why make me run back here? What is the meaning of this? An Agrodine lab in the basement. Why is there a lab in the school? It was convenient. The whole city is covered in them. Agrodine used every last inch of space. Did you teachers work with Agrodine? Oh yes, most of us did. I had a few shifts a month on the Infinergy project to keep my citizen card. You should have let this man die, Luca. He's just as rotten as the others. Professor, what did you do on the Infinergy project? I consulted on the energy extraction efficiency curves. Extraction from what? The research subjects. Luca, this is enough. Let's leave. Everyone's dead, Prof. Nobody cares about secrets anymore. Just tell me, what were you doing? Extracting chroma from the extra-dimensional beings. We're done here, Luca. Leave or I'll make you. Bring the microfilm to the lab, Luca. There's something there that you have to see. So, like, why couldn't this have just been an interaction that happened in the place where the lab door is now, right? And then I don't have to make the run back. And like, what is the purpose of the side tour here? It feels, this is one of those things, and there's more than one of them about this game, where it feels like it's a couple of different first drafts crammed together. There's some streamlining that could have been done if they had the time to go over everything, and it kind of feels like they didn't have the time to go over everything, right? Rem, wait a second. We don't need to discuss it. Yes, we do. Infinergy is extracted chroma? The demon chroma? All your teachers were doing it, Luca. All your parents. Everyone in the city to keep their citizen cards. The whole world runs on Agrodine Infinergy. Well, not anymore. We escaped. I didn't come to this world willingly, Luca. They trapped me here. And used you to make batteries. You know, it's easy to call energy infinite when you don't know where it comes from. Well, why didn't you tell me? Would you have believed me? You're an angry child, Luca. The brat of a spoiled empire. You know, maybe it's good that your pathetic teacher survived. At least you got to hear it from someone whose species you trust. We're done talking. Just get us out of this damn place. Yeah, alright, that feels justified. Look, I'm sorry, man. I didn't know all that stuff about Agrodine. I didn't know people like you, I guess, were even there. And do you understand why I don't care if Sanzu suffers? Well, I understand why, yeah. But none of us kids knew. You sure? I saw even young ones outside my cell sometimes. The interns. But wait, why didn't they... Humans are masters at withholding care. They thought of me as an energetic phenomenon. Why shed tears over the suffering of a phantom, over anything not human? But your credulousness is exhausting, Luca. I can only bear so much of it at a time. Yeah, I mean, like, it's easy to, like, sort of take Luca's side in this and be like, well, she legitimately didn't know. But try to think about it from his perspective. How much would you want to spend time coddling someone who, you know, who built their empire on your back? Like, even if they're not a person who built their empire on your back, a person who spent their whole life profiting from living in, you know, such an empire, like, and obviously this is a, this is a non-hypothetical for many people. Okay, that's a conveyor belt, and I did not realize it in time to not get hit by it once. Okay, so another one was this passage is blocked off by one-way doors at both sides. But we have another approach. Yeah, with the big wide swing, it is really satisfying to be able to hit that number of enemies at once. This whole thing is something else, huh? Can I swap at any moment? Like, am I allowed to flop to the guitar now? Let's maybe try to figure out how to use the guitar. Obviously, as an even slower weapon, there's going to be some danger involved, but I guess I also got to remember that it has that charge up. Wow, this is, I think, the largest amount of that stuff we've seen in one place. Whatever the red is. Alright, it certainly seems to hit hard. Ow. There we go. Wait, is there nothing over here? Why was that thing there? Okay, that's odd. It does not seem that we can use the guitar to clear the brambles. Do I need to... You know what? Let's just med to be on the safe side, I suppose. Okay. Just barely got through. Hopefully there was nothing exciting or worth exploring in that room. Dude, look at these tubes. Mad science shit. There's gonna be one with like a mutant floating in it. Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot. You were in a tube. Let's just keep moving. I am so sorry, man. I completely forgot. Do you think this is funny? No, I'm just... Then stop talking. The fact that the conveyor belts are still running while inclined like this is a little weird. And that they have no effect on the chroma. Well, I'm sorry if you can feel pain. Whoa, whoa. Okay, I was not expecting to get flung over all that distance all of a sudden. The physics kind of physicsed me real hard. Where even are we? Okay, that's shitty. All right. so hate to run back. Well, at least this gave us the opportunity to look at this room a little bit more thoroughly and verify that there is, in fact, nothing here except disappointment. It's very difficult not to stick to the wall. Well, okay, that's not even worth trying. There we go. Yeah, again, when you can really get going, it is super rad. They just don't let you do it very often. Okay, well, so I mean, clearly something is going to unbramble this area. Oh, and maybe I can. Maybe I guess that was just that there is the notification that you can always unbramble things by yourself. Oh, no, not always. Okay, so that's just the way back to that area. Okay, the things have to no longer have active fuel going to them, but I don't know how you would tell that from a distance. Alright. People never mention how much upper body strength it takes to be Al Kabong. Maybe that's in part because nobody wants to think about a hot, quick draw McGraw. It's like the one character I've never seen horny fan art of. Why did you turn around? Meds? Oh, I have no meds. Oh God. A glasses tap there would have been really good, actually, I think. And it looks like the back wall there was fake, so hopefully that'll let us through into some of the rest of the area. And hopefully the level will remember that we already turned off some of the hearts. For whatever that means. Okay, so we just want to drop down. Oh no, that's very bad. I'm probably dead. Huh? Why won't you just die? Okay, the big things still feel like they take a million hits. Pretty much regardless of what weapon you use. Big guy. Aha. Oh, that canceled my attack animation right before I hit him. Okay. Everything brings me so close to death. You know? Wow, a whole fragment of suffering. Still not enough to actually do anything with. I have all these items that are theoretically upgrade items, but none of them do. None of them have provided us with a single bit of goddamn help. Alright, there is theoretically a checkpoint right up here. Ugh. Okay. I guess I should bank my currency. Alright. Well, now we're on this side of this thing. Make sure we remember to open the door. I didn't want to do anything without touching the checkpoint, though. Oh, hi! Is this really where the professor wanted us to bring his data? Oh, something's not right. This... Thanks, Ram. This machine is possessed. As far as the professor wanted us to bring his data, that's not what the deal was, right? We're down here because he wanted us to see the thing. The document eater. Well, you do take some chunks out of it when you are actually hitting it, though, huh? Ow, okay. He gets to reach out and chomp past the limit of the ladder. That's kind of crazy. Ah! And you can't get her to jump down off of a ladder by hitting down and jump. She jumps upward even when you're holding down. Yeah, just get off the ladder. Even being at the bottom of the ladder, like pressing down again at the bottom doesn't get you off. Ladders are so very clumsy in this game. I can't believe they built a boss fight around a ladder area. Okay, yeah, I need to retake that. It doesn't seem like it's a very difficult boss fight in terms of like the number of times you have to actually make contact, but that seems to be making up for the fact that it feels horrible. Every little bit of it feels horrible. Cool. Okay, so sometimes I can drop through those platforms. It must be only the parts that are really close to the boss. Fuck you. Huh, she won't grab onto the wall. I wonder if I'd be doing more like damage per second if I were charging. Ooh, maybe. that's really not a very difficult fight, but it feels, every second of it feels terrible. Wait, wait. Don't kill her. Don't kill the copy machine? What are we doing? This one isn't feral. She's a gift. She just thought you were trying to exchange knowledge. And that's what she does. Look, watch what happens when I give her the microfilm. I gave her something from our world, and she gave me something from hers. You can't tell because there's no animations for anything ever. Her world? What the hell, Professor? Like, that would have been a really good place for there to be just a little animation of his sprite, like reaching a hand over, and then like a glimmer at the end of his hand, and then right, that's all you would need. It would be very small, but I thought you were going to use these microfilms to fix the rift. This could fix the rift. I've learned so much from her. I need to keep feeding her. Well, I didn't expect this from an Agrodine man. He actually likes her. Well, what if she gets hungry and changes her mind about you? That's what Harlan said would happen. But where is he now? He fled, afraid of discovery. Probably in the sunken city with all the other cowards. It's safe there. Wait, is this a real city with humans in it? Yes, in the Rancho Mirage Flats. The housing sector for Blue and Pink Pass employees. It's safe there, but I don't spend much time with them. This is more important. My mom wouldn't have left without me. I mean, she's got to be there. Yeah, let's maybe not put too much hope into that. I need to find more microfilms. If you bring me 3 more, we can feed the machine our knowledge and see what gifts she brings us. Okay. I guess. Rem, Moja knows a way out. She's been watching the guards. Some of them, well, we could manipulate them. What do you mean, manipulate? They have vulnerabilities. Things they talk about in front of us that, well, they really shouldn't. Moja can find a way out and set us free. Do you really trust Moja to come back and set us free? I have to. And when we get out, what will we do? Try to find the rift and go home? No, not so soon. We'd take our time. We'd make them pay. You don't mean... I do. We'd get our revenge first before we go. Clear the entire facility out. No, the entire city. Moja was saying... You're making plans with Moja. What? You don't think we can do it? I don't think you should do it. I don't think you should waste your time. Rem, these people will still be here when we escape. We need to kill them before they do it again. You can let someone else from home do that. We are dying here. I can barely move. If I got out, I would just go home. Don't you hate them? Don't you want to see them bleed for what they've done to you? I do, and Moja does. Don't you care about me, Rem? Don't you care about what happened to us? I do, but I don't... I don't know what I want. I don't want to fight anymore. I don't want to lose you. I don't want you and Moja to run off and get yourself killed just before we're free. Well, don't worry about me. When I get out, they'll bleed. Remember that. Alright, little demon shonen yaoi nonsense. I get it. I understand what some people are into about this game. Ah! Yeah, we gotta figure out how to drain the water here. Or maybe we just scrape through. Is there anything actually up here? Nope, just a place to breathe. Well, okay, that's another one of those little red, I guess this is like just red scraps of cloth that we're collecting. And in fact, I think that's the actual reason for this room. The map says there's a way out right above us, but I guess it must be... Must be talking about something up here. Okay, well, now we have done that. And we have a place to bring microfilm if we need microfilm. Although my suspicion is that we're never going to get anything out of it except for more like, what do you call it? More carbuncles. So it's probably not actually all that exciting. Ow. Can't really act here. Yeah, but I can't move him or anything. It backs up. I just need to be very careful about the timing. This is a place. This is the way we came into this shaft originally, though, right? I didn't come in from the top. In any case, it's not going to be anything worth exploring. We've been through there. Ah! Oh, no damage, please. Oh my God, just get me outside. Oh, okay. We gotta do something about Foss. That shredder thing is gonna eat him someday. Why do you care what happens to him? Well, he can't protect himself, and that thing's dangerous. It attacked us, but it's not feral, and he seems to truly love it. Then it's tricking him somehow. You just don't feel safe leaving him with a demon. Just because it's not feral doesn't mean it's safe. It doesn't care about Foss. Yeah, well, whatever you think you know about my people, you're wrong. And I don't have time for you to figure it out. We need to get moving. Do you want to, like, kill Foss? What? Of course not. But he helped to hurt you, right? I would not waste an ounce of my energy on that man. Not even to get revenge? Didn't we discuss this already? Revenge is for fools. All I desire is escape. I mean, I do feel like he's been consistent about that at the very least. Okay, so we have more mobility options than we used to, right? We know how to do the slide now. There's lots of areas that we have not been to since we picked that up. So I guess now it's going to be about like running around and trying to figure out where I can apply that to get into a thing I couldn't get into before. And unfortunately, our map is not annotated with the types of obstacles, nor do they give us enough different symbols to annotate for type of obstacle ourselves. Well, see, this is curious, but I guess there's a little safety there in case you somehow got into this area without knowing how to slide. Cool. That's exactly what I was trying to do. clear what the value of this is. Huh. That says merchant up there, from which we can drop down. I certainly didn't see a merchant. I don't know. Somehow she's aware of a thing I am not aware of. Actually, I guess, am I allowed to go up? Okay. This is as up as we're getting. That certainly let me go further than I was expecting to. I gotta remember to do the full charge. Doesn't make a very impressive report when it hits this particular enemy. Okay, we found our way to the merchant. It was kind of a big pain in the ass. So what do you have? You have, I mean, stuff. A peculiar microfilm. Some carbuncles. Increases weapon attack damage. Tear and shred again. An unexpected claw. Throw a diabolical skull minion, which attacks enemies for 10 seconds. Yo! That's exciting. Sadly, no additional painkiller shards. Well, it says there is a thing right below us. Checkpoint. Almost enough to cure what ails you. Oh wait, sorry. I had a small amount of stuff on me. Give me all of the things. There we go. And everything. Just give me all of the everything. We have lots of pieces of upgrades, just like upgrade shards, sitting in our inventory, and no idea what to actually do with them. He's never gonna come down here. He's just gonna float. That's really annoying. Okay. But that really puts him on the ground with some authority, huh? Okay, I guess it seems like... Boy, the room's really tall, though. I have to wonder if we'll be entering it again from somewhere further up. Okay, and if one of them hits you, it's bad. You get chained. The third hit was definitely not guaranteed. I was able to move after the second, but it's an unusual challenge. Okay, we're good. The like weirdly bleak the bleak city atmosphere is something I really appreciate. I don't know that we see it like it's certainly not unheard of in games, but I like it a lot more than like the spooky facility type stuff that is a lot more common in horror. Yeah, the two of them together is tough. Or like the sort of like mysterious anonymous mega structure. I wonder, am I gonna have to do this shark part again, or is that gonna remain finished like a combat arena? Maybe I never had to do it. Maybe it would have just stayed. Maybe I could have always just run through. Wow, okay. I love that. I'm getting completely robbed of opportunities to respond here. I'm also getting hit by stuff that should be getting parried, which is frustrating. Because there's going to be at least one more wave, right? Like, It didn't lock you in these things for one wave. Damn it. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't be trying to do the glasses thing anyway, because it seems like you can't parry the second hit if you do the glasses. You can use it to counteract hits 1 and 3 of the combo. But I don't think we have yet managed to use it to clear the whole thing. Helpful. Wow, okay. If you're right on top of the thing, when it starts attacking, you just get hit by all of the projectiles one by one. I can't believe there's no iframes, so that you only get hit by one projectile from that attack at most. That feels like some NES era game design learning that we did not somehow did not hold over to here. Okay. Just you and me then. Okay, full-on friendly fire. I didn't know that was on the table. You know, at least the enemies also sometimes miss terribly embarrassingly. So we could go back. There was a route along the top here that I'm sure leads to some kind of something. It's very easy to get stuck in the attack animation with the guitar. Especially if you're doing any degree of charging. Well, part of me wants to go forward and try to find another checkpoint, but let's see what we can do here. Okay, then there's no traversal stuff here. Interesting. Well, when we get whatever kind of crazy air maneuvers we're going to eventually get, we know one place to use them here. A checkpoint would actually be super, super, super welcome. Ah, damn it. Well, the good news is that one room, because it is a proper combat arena, will not respawn its enemies. And the other good news is that I'm good at running past the shark stuff now. Oh, interesting. The shark stuff is also not respawning anymore. damn it. Well, okay. At least he also paid the price. So I think, yeah, there's just an upper route to go. I don't think there's any reason to go back there and look for stuff. Hey there. Well-dressed demon? Winnie. Winnie. Or these could be horse noises. I'm going to choose to believe that he is saying Winnie. Who's Winnie? It's my horse sound. Winnie. Bucephalus taught me to do it. Oh. Why are you making a horse sound? She leave us alone if we make horse noises. These confused humans cannot help us. No, I wouldn't imagine so. Also, damn, sometimes you make a lot of chroma very quickly. It seems like whenever I'm getting my corpse back a bunch, we make a bunch of resources in a real hurry. I'm wondering if there's some kind of like some kind of bug with the amount that the corpse is carrying. Okay, I was gonna say, this looks awfully familiar, and yeah, I see the... Well... We certainly have more movement capabilities than we had before. When the timer runs out, what am I gonna do? I'm wondering if a thing will open up here, or... No? Okay, the answer is you can, in fact, just barely reach that. And when I tried earlier, it didn't let me for not really a whole lot of reason. Why did she just throw it? Why did she just shoot the whip past the point? We have to maintain some kind of climbing momentum. Or rather, swinging momentum. Yeah, I remember this being a little bit of a pain. Yeah, when I let the rope go from that close to the thing, it doesn't always let me swing again for whatever reason. Or the swing goes down for whatever reason. Literally, the entire challenge with that is just that those things are placed in a really awkward way. Right, we're gonna try to figure out a way to get in there. Or, I guess when we find the other end of this, maybe the deal is that it opens that up. Ooh, okay. You know what? I think I'm just going to go ahead and call it right here. We got some frustrating jumping puzzles ahead, and I'm not in the mood right now. So, when you come back next time, apparently, we're going to be spending a lot of the episode in the air. Hopefully, we'll get to do some boss fighting and stuff. I really want to hit somebody really big with this guitar again. Hopefully, in a slightly less frustrating environment. So, come back, hopefully, for some of that. And we'll see you then.